Darts Masters 2014. Engeland tegen Nederland. Allereerst onze landgenoot. Overwinning op Michael Barnard, Gary Anderson en Richie Burnett brengen hem in deze kwartfinale. Dames en heren, de Dutch Destroyer, Vincent van der Voort.
We have one more semi-final spot to be decided, and it's between these two men, Ian the Diamond White and Vincent van der Voort, the Dutch Destroyer, the man whose name the crowd are already singing here in Veldhoven. The winner of this goes through to play Mervyn King, who has battled through injury, his bad back, to see off Dave Chisnell, the second seed. Both of these guys have been playing pretty good stuff. You'd have to say Vincent van der Voort's probably been playing the better the stuff out of these two so far this weekend. I'm Dan Dawson in the commentary box here, and alongside me is Rod Harrington. Vincent really has been turning it on so far at this tournament, Rod.
He has, and it's good to see him with some form back. But what's been impressive for me with Vincent, you know, we talk about, you know, doing great things at crucial times in matches, and Vincent seemed to be pulling those off. You know, the 138 against Gary Anderson, things like that. You know, checkouts at the right time to get control of the game. He seemed to have done that very well in this tournament, and obviously he's got to carry it on, because Ian White is probably one of the most underestimated dart players on the circuit. You know, no one talks about him a lot up front, but anybody that plays Ian White goes, oh, blimey, I better be a bit careful with this guy, because he's a class dart player.
Yeah, well, I know Gary Anderson had a couple of choice words about the 138s that Vincent took out against him when I spoke to him earlier on.
We can't mention...
No, we won't say what they are. We won't say what they are. In the same way that Mervyn King, when I asked him how his back was earlier, it was a one-word answer. I'll leave it to your imagination what it was.
It's a 25.
It doesn't hurt so much now, though. Now he's in the semis.
But it feels marvellous. Better than acupuncture and chiropractic combined.
First leg is Vincent to throw first. Game on.
So one more semi-final spot to be decided, and it's the Dutch Destroyer, one of the fastest men in darts, straight into the treble 20.
100.
And a flat ton, but Ian White, the diamond. You were saying to me earlier that it felt like the board was a bit long up on stage. It's just how he felt. I think he immediately said, I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to think. I've got to just carry on playing my darts, because as soon as I start thinking like that, my arm will feel like it. He's just going to get on and play his darts. He's not one to complain, Ian White, it has to be said.
You're exactly right there. I mean, I've never really heard, well, I haven't heard Ian complain at all, but you're right. I mean, but it's the boards are checked so much. They're checked with the practice boards. The practice boards are all done on templates. You know, we've had them. We've got something like 64 dartboards made up in England and in Europe here now. So you know, you may get the odd, maybe a quarter of an inch, but that's it. But that, you know, that would notice a little bit. But it's more how your preparation's gone, how you feel. You're starting to feel a bit tired. Then obviously, you know, the dart's going to go low at times, and then that's defined as the dartboard being high, not that you're not throwing the dart hard enough.
Yeah, well, let's get this straight as Vincent van der Voort slaps in 2 treble 20s and a 25. Yeah, he did play Darren Webster early on. He won it 6-3 through an 11 darter and a 13 darter. So if he's throwing out on a non-regulation dartboard, then fair play to the man. He's not going to take out 167 here, but he can set it up.
95.
But Vincent van der Voort is looking at 56 for a potential 14 darter. Double top he wants to get his first leg on the board. You hear the crowd go deathly quiet.
Boy, threw that one up even a little bit quick for Vincent, didn't he? It didn't look like it got settled in the arm properly. So a chance here for Ian White, 72. After treble 12, that leaves double 18. Now across to the dreaded double 9. Oh, and it's missed. Chance there for Ian White to nick the throw of van der Voort. Well, the way van der Voort's been playing, he isn't going to give up another chance, surely.
And no, he doesn't. Vincent van der Voort gets the first leg on the board to the delight of this capacity crowd at the Koningshof Hotel. We have got the culmination of the Dutch Darts Masters here, this quarter-final. Then we'll go straight into the 2 semi-finals. Michael van Gerwen coming up next against Brendan Dolan, last year's beaten finalist, and Mervyn King against the winner of this one. There'll be a small break just for the finalists to gather their thoughts, prepare themselves, and then we'll have the match to decide the new Dutch Darts Master. Is Ian White or Vincent van der Voort going to be featuring?
When he let go of that, he thought that was in. He was halfway to the hockey, to the dartboard.
He certainly did. There's plenty of room. Gets it, and Vincent van der Voort takes a 2-0 lead. The dream for this Dutch crowd of an all-Dutch final is still alive. Michael van Gerwen and Vincent van der Voort. Great mates. Vincent used to look after Michael when he was in his early days on the circuit. They're in opposite halves of the draw here. It'd be fascinating to see who they cheer for more. This is Michael van Gerwen's hometown crowd, basically, but they've been singing Vincent van der Voort's name more than Michael's over the course of the weekend. Maybe he's just got a catchier song.
57.
Well, Ian as yet has not really got into any scoring pattern. The odd good score, but it's not followed up. And these are 140 here, which is hit. That's put him back in the leg. But van der Voort been very tidy in all aspects of his game over the last 2 days. And as I say that, well, that's unlucky because it was a deflection. He's playing the dartboard, and he has done these last 2 days. He's not playing the play. You can see that, just getting up there and pounding away.
100.
Yeah, Vincent van der Voort, you'd have to say he's the man in control of this one at the moment. Great shot on the treble 19 and
98.
A little bit unlucky. Big green patch of that treble 19 to go for. He's ended up going past it into the treble 7.
100.
Sneaks one in there, Ian White. Vincent van der Voort Starts on the ball, gets to the 25. He needs treble 20 for tops. Not going to happen.
65.
But he'll be back unless Ian White can take out 115.
Well, he's looking at the 19s. It's 96. Oh, he isn't going to take it out. Oh, that was a silly dart from Ian. Just a quick thrown dart. And if Vincent misses this, that dart could cost Ian White the leg.
Oof, just a little bit low. And
we talked about people throwing darts away, Dan, and Ian just threw that last one. It goes in the one. Has cost him a dart at the double. Now, he may take it out, we know, so it won't matter. Well, he's going to get 2 darts at the double, so irrelevant, really, and he's done exactly that. But it's not always going to work. We see Wes Newton do it earlier on when wanting 59, hit the treble, just threw the dart, went in the treble 19, and comes back for double 1 instead of double top. A massive difference.
yeah, but Ian White somehow finds himself with a leg on the board, and if he can hold his throw here, he'll square the match up at 2 apiece.
46.
Oh, Vincent not taking advantage. A good last dart from Ian White. Ian White has gone all the way to the final of a European Tour event before. He lost to Adrian Lewis. The following tournament, he lost to Gary Anderson, who ended up, well, this year, sorry, the first Tour event of the year, he lost to Gary Anderson, who ended up winning it. Lost to Simon Whitlock at a Euro Tour event in 2012. He went on to win it. Basically, if you beat Ian White, it's a good omen for your chances of winning a European Tour event. Because you have got to be playing good darts to beat Ian White. He's a very consistent player.
You're exactly right. They don't play badly and beat Ian White, that's for sure. There's no such words as grinding out a result against this man. You've got to play some brilliant darts. He just sometimes lacks possibly that extra flair, that extra gear. We're firing off 2-3 legs at level 12s that some of these dart players have in their armour.
40.
Well, he's messed that up, Vincent, by not staying straight. He should have given himself a shot at the bullseye. And Ian White, he's had a let-off. 2 darts, double top. Only needs the 1. And he's taken out 75 and 56 in the last 2 legs. He's taken them both out in 2 darts. It's the mark of a man who's confident on his finishing.
Well, in the previous leg, Vincent had 2 darts at a double, and White, he's nicked it a little bit. And he's missed the big number to have a dart at the bullseye. So, realistically, you know, Van Voort could be 4-0 up. But he finds himself 2 legs all. But I was going to say, is that going to rattle him? Well, those 3 darts answered that question.
100.
Yeah, Ian White just plodding on. He's not playing to the standard we've seen so far this tournament. I mean, he's been averaging above 90, admittedly not a lot above 90 in his previous 2 wins over Terry Jenkins and Darren Webster. At the minute, it's just a shade below 90. But you would expect Ian to just grow into it and find a consistent level, find his rhythm. He certainly should be able to find a rhythm against Vincent. I mean, it's going to be a nice rhythmic game as Vincent looks for another 180, and there you go. 2 in a leg, and he's on an 11 darter. What a way to respond after losing the last 2 legs. The Dutch destroyer.
Well, he's doing exactly what you have to do against these players. You know, a little bit indifferent for 2 legs, and all of a sudden get the rhythm back.
14.
Oh, they were still a bit wayward, weren't they?
Yeah.
You know, I expected that to be cleanly killed.
But he is going to be back. And if he was going to miss, he wanted to miss high there with Ian not on a finish.
96.
But you can bet
Vincent, you require 40.
maybe this first one will go high, but then he's going to really attack this double top. Well, there's a high one. And that was attacked and it's gone low, but he's got the double 10 to go for, and that is a whisker away. And Ian White, well, he's taken out 75 and 56 in the last 2 legs. If he can take out 105, he's going to deny Vincent a leg where he's hit 2 180s. Oh, well, you don't take out 105 like that.
Well, another visit to the board to take out the double. It is double 5 now he wants. And again, 3 more darts missed at the double for Van der Voort. And to be quite honest, that's been his flaw, if anything, over the last couple of years, missing doubles at crucial times. Got the scoring power that he's always had. And Ian White says, thank you very much. It's a long way off Christmas, but the first Christmas present goes to Ian White. And importantly for Ian White, it was for a breaker throw.
Yeah, well, 2-0 down. Now he's 3-2 up. And for all Vincent's scoring power and pace, I mean, it must be like taking on a big sweaty Dutch bull on the hockey with him storming around, chucking his darts in a blur. Ian has just got on with the job, thrown steady-ish darts and been there to take advantage when Vincent has missed. He's a better dart player than he's a footballer, Ian White. Found that out because I was told the story of him playing football in his back garden with Adrian Lewis. Tried to head the ball, fell in a pond. Stoke City, sign him up.
134.
Yeah, I know a few teams he could play front runner for, no question.
The only Stoke player left in the tournament. Not often you say that about Ian White when you've got Adrian Lewis and Andy Hamilton and Phil Taylor, of course, in there. Hammer and Taylor not here, but Adrian Lewis knocked out this afternoon.
60.
Dave Chisnell doing for him, who in turn fell to Mervyn King, who awaits the winner of this one. And Ian White's 80-odd points behind here. He needs to put a big score in. And that is exactly how you go about it. Brilliant stuff from Ian White.
140.
Well, 140. But Vincent van der Voort knows if he can put something similar in here, he's got a great chance of breaking back immediately.
97. 158.
Well, perhaps 6 darts from 158 for Ian White. So 1 major treble is needed if he doesn't take the shot out. Well, he can't do that now, so he needs a major treble. He's hit the major treble, so he should have 77 scored. Oh, leaves double 12. Brilliant 3 darts from Ian White, and really has put the pressure on this 114 of Vincent's. Well, he's going to get a dart at double top. He's been missing this. Can he hit it on the combination?
74.
You can see he is not a happy man, Vincent van der Voort. More chances go begging. That was for a break. Ian White's looking to establish a 2-leg lead here. Working his way closer. Not close enough. And he's relying again on Vincent to miss his doubles. Will he continue to miss? No, he won't. Vincent van der Voort breaks back. The crowd burst into life. It's 3 apiece. And van der Voort has the darts in his hand at the start of the 7th leg.
Well, that's kind of 1 leg each they've given away, so that's even Stevens on those stats. Although we don't put those stats up. It's always in your head, though. And that was a massive miss from Ian White. I mean, to go 4-2 up.
100.
Better from Vincent van der Voort. Nice cushion here in terms of points over White.
140.
Good response from the diamond. Now missing the big number.
46.
46 isn't good enough. Can Ian White follow it up? Another ton 40 would be brilliant. That looks a great dart for him. Oh, I'd be disappointed not to follow it with the 2nd or the 3rd.
Well, what he's done is put the pressure on Van der Voort. He's going to go out in 6 darts here. Van der Voort, a 180 would certainly help him out there. The 140 is going to give him 1 dart at double top if White doesn't take this out.
Well, 161 will be massive. We've seen a series of big shots this weekend. Brendan Dolan's 167, among the best. Well, brilliantly set up again by Ian White. He's left himself double 12. Vincent van der Voort, he's only going to get 1 dart at double top. He's not really been his friend lately. It comes to his rescue now, and Vincent van der Voort is back in the lead.
Well, sometimes there's no logic to these quick throwers. The combinations they seem to hit, percentage-wise, twice as many times as they do getting 3 clear darts at the double. It's a strange one, but it's true.
100.
Well, Ian White is up against it here. He needs to break van der Voort if he's going to win this match. And he needs to hold his throw while he's doing it. And right now, Vincent is smelling Ian White's blood.
140.
It's 140, the applause from this Dutch crowd. Ian White under pressure. Can he find the red bit? Well, he's switching. He's the wrong red bit. He wanted the green bit then.
60.
Vincent has the darts. He's stolen them from White. And he's putting more and more pressure on the man from Stoke.
140.
Well, Ian White, 140 minimum, or 180 would be absolutely perfect. Well,
135.
they're brilliant darts. But you quite fancy Van der Voort to have 6 darts from here, going for that 25. Well, that leaves 771. He's still got to hit that double 16.
89.
And I said before, I don't understand that way, because the second dart, whatever you hit with the first one, has got to be a perfect treble. But he did at that time. Well, another one of those. Surely not going for the 18s. He is going for the 18s. He's missed the double 12 before. Can he hit it this time? It's not been good to him, the double 12. So Van der Voort comes back. And it's for him to take a 2-leg lead.
On such narrow margins, games are won and lost. And the highest levels of the PDC. And Vincent van der Voort. 4 missed darts to break White in this leg. Ian White looking at double 6, and he finds it with his first dart. It's 4 apiece. Vincent van der Voort will be kicking himself. It was a golden opportunity. He would have been throwing for the match right now. How can he respond? And that is not the way he wants to do it. Ian White now.
It's been a strange game, Dan, because when the player, whoever it is behind, they fire in good leg, they hit the double. But all of a sudden, when they're in front and they're giving themselves 3 darts at the double, they're missing it. It's as if, do you know what, I want this to go to a tiebreaker for the crowd and the commentators and all the people watching it on YouTube back home. Well, no, that's not really the case. It's just happening.
No, it's a strange one, certainly. This is a great opportunity for Ian White on the Vincent van der Voort throw to just attack him. But back comes Vincent.
100.
And the ton's not really enough for him in this situation. Not if Ian White can just stay straight and stick 1 in the treble. There is 1. The second one would be even better. And there it is. Ian White is down to a finish, and Vincent's back on 300. He needs a big score here. Well, Ian White is going to get 6 darts from 142 to go 5-4 up and be throwing for the match. Vincent had chance after chance in this game. He could have put it to bed. He could have been 4-0 up in the early stages.
Well, he set it up absolutely perfectly. Leaves himself double 16, and all Vincent can do is put a bit of pressure on. You're right, Dan. I mean, Vincent, out of the 2, has given the game away on missed doubles. And White says, well, time to clean things up around here.
Yet more missed doubles from the man in the ascendancy, but this time it's there, and look at Ian White. He knows how important that dart was. That double 8 has given him the opportunity here to close out the match. Just needs to hold throw to knock out one of the guys who's been pretty much the crowd favourite all weekend. It's between him and MVG. Ian White has the opportunity of ending the crowd here's dream of an all-Dutch final between Vincent van der Voort and Michael van Gerwen. Van Gerwen's got to get past Brendan Dolan first.
83.
But van der Voort may not even be making the semis. The diamond, top 16 in the world. And this, well, I was going to say is the reason why. A fat 7 didn't really help that statement.
Well, as I said, we've seen it throughout this match. The player who goes in front then just gives it away. So now White has got to consolidate.
Yeah, can he hold his nerve? Oh, that's a great way. Great visit from Ian White.
96.
Not enough. 6 clear darts from 182 for Ian White. He'll settle for a straight ton. A 140 would be absolutely perfect. Will he go 25 or he's staying on the treble? He stayed on the treble. Well, that should give him at least 1 dart at double top when he returns. Anything short of a 180 really is not going to be enough. And as I say that, Van der Voort taps him on the shoulder and says, if you miss, I'm still there. So the bullseye or 25 is the route. And he's hit the ball. It gives him 2 darts at double 16. 1 left in his hand for a place in the semi-finals.
There it is. Ian White is through to the semi-finals. He literally pats Vincent van der Voort on the shoulder, salutes the crowd. They're almost silent. Their hero has been knocked out. It was a game of missed opportunities from both players. But if anything, it was Vincent van der Voort who missed more of them. Ian White took advantage. It was solid, if unspectacular, for the diamond. He is through to the semi-finals. He will play Mervyn King for a place in the final of the Dutch Darts Masters. The semis are just about to get going after a quick word with Ian White, and it's going to be Michael van Gerwen, the world #1, against last year's beaten finalist Brendan Dolan. Keep it here on the PDC YouTube channel. We've got every single dart from Veldhoven.
That must have been difficult to play Vincent and the crowd.
I think I was playing 2 players while I was up there. You like to get the support off the crowd. There was a few booing, but that's the way it goes. And when that double went in, I thought, thank God for that, it was mine.
You've been in the final of a Eurotour event before. You're only 2 matches away now on going 1 better. How do you think your chances are at the moment?
I'm playing quite well. I'm hitting the doubles at the right times. Vincent missed quite a few there, but you know, fingers crossed, hopefully I can play well again and get through to the final.
He's in the semi-final. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Ian White. En dat betekent dat wij toe zijn aan de halve finales. En die gaan we meteen spelen ook. 2 minuutjes pauze, zijn we bij u terug.